In this one, I'll continue working on the face frames. I'll stain all of the doors. I'll start to poly the doors. I'll install all of the base cabinets and continue to poly the doors. I'm gonna do a quick cleanup. And now I'm gonna sand the poly on all of the face frames. Lots and lots of sanding. Hold up, Handy. When I'm doing this sanding with the 220 grit, I'm being very careful to not go through the poly. If I go through the poly and get into the stain, I'll be creating a lot more work. Spraying the top coat. Now the face frames are all completed, and as soon as they're dry, I can reattach them to the cabinets.
What's up in the waves? Y'all ready to get some staining done? We freaking to make it happen.
And I'm going to start staining everything else.
Oh yeah, let's go. You got to keep that rag moving.
I never stop with the stain. I always keep my hand moving. The rag is always moving.
Don't let that rag stop. Woo! Woo! Yeah.
I think this is fruit wood, the color. Just keep the rag moving.
Now we're fixing to break it down, okay? Here we go.
I don't want to stop anywhere. If I stop, I'll get a funky spot.
Don't stop. Get it, get it.
You don't want any funky spots. You just want to just keep that rag moving.
Rub that stain in everywhere. Everywhere.
Just keep it moving.
Keep that rag moving. Don't stop.
That's it. Got them all stained. Hallelujah. Get back into some poly. This is the first coat on all this stuff, and for some reason, I shot a time lapse instead of a video. So that's why it's a little jittery. It's important to not put too much of this stuff on. I put the heaviest possible coat without putting too much. It takes a little bit of practice to figure out that exact amount. I can only do one side at a time, too. That makes this process take even longer. So this is very time consuming. Any painter will tell you that this is not a good way to do this. Got those done. All All right, first coat on all this stuff. I'm back up on the top of the mountain installing these base cabinets. I'm going to drill out for the plumbing. Clamp all these together, all the face frames of the cabinets that touch. And I'm screwing them together with some 2-inch screws. And I'll do the same thing on these. The screws that I'm putting in aren't very noticeable. They sit right back behind the face frame. Now I'm marking the studs and putting a screw in each stud. Marking out for the sink. Cutting out for the sink. And then attaching the countertop. Back into the poly. Start putting the first coat on this side. At this point, I'm starting to have some very strange thoughts. This is probably what a real painter would do. He'd make some sort of device to aid his spraying. So that's what I'm doing here. This way I can spin and spray. I'm actually spinning and brushing.
I think we're about 3/4 of the way. I brought some celery sticks to measure, but I've eaten them.